When temperatures get this hot and we have some wind as well, all our fuels can dry out very quickly, and so that's why we do have a red flag warning posted. Tomorrow, though, we're going to see the fire threat go down. It's not zero, though, especially this time of year. We always want to stay fire aware, but especially during the summer seasons, and now that our fuels are drying out, too. So it goes down this week here. We're not going to see a ton of wind once we get past this afternoon, but each afternoon, though, with the wash of Zephyr, at least will be a little bit breezy. Bottom line, we still want to stay fire aware, but the threat is higher, at least for about 11 p.m. tonight. Good amount of sunshine right now, but we also have some clouds to work with too. Today the high 91 degrees. That still is above average, but it's not record breaking, so not as hot as it was yesterday, but still feeling like summer. 89 degrees. We do have a mix of sun and clouds out there. Wind gusts right now in some spots are near 30 miles per hour, but right now sustained at 17 out at the Reno airport. Usually the threshold for fire danger or the red flag warning is wind gusts around 35, and that is possible, especially through later this evening, early tonight as the cold front gets closer. We've already seen some cooler air move in. Most of us right now are in the 90s, but it's 89 out of the Reno airport, 76 in South Tahoe. Compared to yesterday at this time, we're several degrees cooler, at least in Reno. Still is hot, but it is not as brutal as it was yesterday. Enough heat to get the showers and thunderstorms going. Dry lightning is also a threat because notice just how small these little rain cores are. We are getting some lightning. We are seeing a couple of them here to the south of Hawthorne, just to the north of Mammoth Lakes, and then also near Tonopah into Nye County, going up into Austin. But further up to the north, it is dry. So where they're initiating here is in between the cold front to our north and an area of low pressure down to our south. Thunderstorms like to develop in boundaries, and so that's why they're kind of firing up here. We also have enough heat and instability to get them going. Overnight tonight, though, they're going to lose their fuel, their juice, and so they're just going to kind of fizzle out at night. Tomorrow really looks to be like a nice day. We'll see a good amount of sunshine once again in the Sierras south of I-80. Can't rule out a couple showers or thunderstorms, but it will stay dry for most of us. And tomorrow will be cooler. It still will be warm. Still, if you want to go swimming, I think it'd be an okay forecast, but it's just not going to be as hot tomorrow. But it still will be warm and still feel like summer. And then on Tuesday, much of the same. It's going to be a pretty even or steady forecast throughout the week. We're not going to see a lot of change once we get into Monday. So tomorrow I'm giving it a 9. Average for this time of year is about 79. We'll be in the mid 80s tomorrow, so not bad. Winds will be lighter as well. As far as into Ely tomorrow, a high of 79, 77 in Austin, 87 in Hawthorne with a low tonight of 60. Mid 80s in the Basin and Range tomorrow. Overnight lows will be into the 50s. And as far as in the Truckee Meadows, a high of 86 in Reno tomorrow. Mid upper 70s around Lake Tahoe. It's just going to be a gorgeous day there tomorrow. Most of us tomorrow will be into the 80s, so several degrees above average, not bad. Overnight lows will be in the 50s, so a little bit better at night if you want to open up the windows. Up at Lake Tahoe tomorrow, high of 76, mostly sunny skies. Can't rule out an isolated shower or thunderstorm, especially further south, but overall a dry forecast. And I think it will be nice hiking and boating weather. In Reno tomorrow, high of 86, mostly sunny skies. It will be a warm day, but thankfully not brutally hot and not too cold either. 87 degrees on Tuesday. We'll stay into the 80s throughout the week, and then we'll be back into the lower 90s by Friday, but not a bad work week with highs into the mid 80s.
I had bets on whether I should give
I
it an 8
know.
or a 9. We were talking before the newscast, and I was one number off, so I said 8.
I was debating between an 8 or a 9. I think it could go either way. Probably just depends on, is it too hot for this time of year? I don't know. There's a little bit of wiggle room there.
I like that, but it does feel a lot cooler than it was yesterday, so that's really nice. I like that.
Yeah, yesterday was too hot.
Bad. Thank you, Angela.